Nature Connections, what it's all about is in the title. It's about connecting us to nature in a lot of different ways. Here's a question for you. Could you be a television presenter? I think you probably could, because I am, and there's nothing special about me. And I didn't even have any training when I started. But we thought we'd give a few young people the opportunity to see if they could respond to that training and be a good job of being a TV presenter. So let's take a look at what they've done. I'll offer a little critique for each one, and then an overall critique at the end, and then we'll see which one is the winner of this little competition. I think first of all, we've got Rowan. Let's see how good Rowan was.
Join us as we all get connected with nature. Did you know that by just going out to parks, woodlands, the seaside, or even your garden can help improve your health, cut crime, and even make us better at maths? Well, the University of Derby's Nature Connections Festival has bloomed into life for the second year to promote the message that a healthy dose of nature is good for us all. This event is a bit different as it takes subjects from arts and nature and connects them together to inspire schools, colleges and the local community to get involved with really cool nature-based activities. So what's on offer? Whether you're getting stuck into mud to make clay creatures or grubbing around into the woods, you'll need a wash and brush up before tucking in to all the gourmet food available. There are films and photography, fine art and science talks to inspire a connection with nature to improve our health and happiness. With Chris Packham, we have a great advocate for the links between the natural world, the arts and music, and the politics, which can make a difference to how we live with and within the environment we need to care for. There are excellent opportunities for learning about something new through listening and participating. So whatever activity you choose, chances are you will be exercising your body and mind, looking after your well-being, and learning about the fun opportunities that nature has got to offer. So go on, get yourself connected.
Rowan, well, first of all, you've got to think of presentation in the physical sense. So Rowan looked very smart there in his school uniform, but his tie was a bit squiffy. And when you think of our newsreaders, and when they come with their suits and ties, they're never squiffy. So Rowan, you should have straightened your tie, mate, or one of your mates should have told you that your tie wasn't straight, because we sometimes have to rely upon that. The second thing was very good in terms of presentation is that Rowan looked happy throughout. He was smiling, he was enjoying the process. Despite the fact that he was tripping over some of his words and it sounded like he didn't really know the script, he didn't get into a strop about it and go all serious faced. He was smiling throughout, so he looked like he was enjoying himself. That's very, very important indeed. Now, using auto cue is very, very difficult. I don't use it myself, I never use it. I have to make things up or I have to remember things, and that's the way that I work. If you don't know what's written down when it's coming up, it's very difficult to deliver it, because you don't know what's coming, you don't know how to pitch it. You don't know whether you're going to something which is very positive or negative. You don't know about the balance of the grammar. You don't know where to put the stress and where to hold it back. And after all, through the course of that, you're trying to tell a story. In this case, you're trying to interest people in the Nature Connections Festival. So if you haven't pre-read it and it's just coming up on the screen, unless you are an absolute past master at using auto cue, you will struggle with it. And I think that here, Rowan didn't know the script. He hadn't sat down and read it 4 or 5 times and put it into his mind. So when it comes up on the screen, he doesn't know the words that are coming, and it's very easy to trip over them. And I'm not being too critical here, because I would be pretty much the same. If I hadn't pre-read it and I was just looking underneath the camera at this rolling script that we call auto cue, it's tough. I think he was pretty good. I liked him. He's the sort of guy I would listen to because he was happy throughout. He was happy throughout. Let's see the next person up. I think it's Theo. Is it Theo?
My name is Theo Ellison and I'm from Derby Grammar School, and we are glad that you can join us as we all get connected with nature. Did you know that just by going out to parks, woodlands, the seaside, or even your garden can help improve your health, cut crime and even make us better at maths? Well, the University of Derby's Nature Connections Festival has bloomed into life for this second year to promote the message that a healthy dose of nature is good for us all. This event is a bit different as it takes subjects from art and nature and connects them together to inspire schools, colleges and local community to get involved with really cool nature-based activities. So what's on offer? Whether you're getting stuck into mud to make clay creatures or grubbing around in the woods, you will need a wash and brush up before you tucking into all the gourmet food available. There are films and photography, fine art and science talks to inspire a connection with nature to improve our health and happiness. With Chris Packham, we can have a great advocate for the links between the natural world, the arts and music and the politics, which will make a great difference to how we live, and with and within the environment we need to care for. There are excellent opportunities for learning about something new through listening and participating. So whatever activity you chose, chances are you will be exercising your body and mind, looking after your well-being and learning about the fun opportunities nature has to offer. So go on, get yourself connected.
Theo, very good actually. His tie was straight to start with. He wasn't quite as happy as Rowan, that's for sure. And you could very much see that he was reading the script because his eyes were fixed firmly like this on the screen. But again, it's a very difficult skill to develop because what you've got to do is actually be talking to the camera like this, engaging with the camera, whilst at the same time reading the script in your peripheral vision. So you're still looking down the lens, you're not looking down here at the script and reading it. And that's something that's only going to come with practice. So again, I'm being pretty harsh on Theo for that one. But the primary thing, if I was going to be critical about what Theo was doing, it was that he was going too fast. Because you've got to allow time in order to communicate things. Often when we're speaking, it's the time when we're not actually making words, which gives what we say emphasis. Emphasis. Because if you just say emphasis in the middle of a sentence, you don't give it any emphasis. So basically, it's about pitch and tone, and sometimes we do that by not rushing. Theo was a little bit rushed on that one, but nevertheless he was very good. And what I liked about it is that when he did make a hiccup, he didn't stop, he just carried on, he picked up and carried on through the course of the script. Because in TV, particularly if you're doing live television, one can't stop because you've got to keep going, and that's what he did. So top marks for that, Theo. Let's see who's up next.
My name is Lucy and I'm from Duffield, and we are glad that you can get us as we all get connected with nature. Did you know that just by going out to parks, woodlands, the seaside or even your garden can help improve your health, but crime and even make us better at maths? Well, the University of Derby's Nature Connections Festival has bloomed into life for the second year to promote the message that a healthy dose of nature is good for us all. This event is a bit different as it takes subjects from arts and nature and connects them together to inspire schools, colleges and the local community to get involved with really cool nature-based activities. So what's on offer? Whether you're getting stuck into mud to make clay creatures or grubbing around in the woods, you will need to wash and brush up before tucking into all the gourmet food available. There are films and photography, fine art and science talks to inspire a connection with nature to improve our health and happiness. With Chris Packham, we have a great advocate for the links between the natural world, the arts and music and the politics, which can make a difference to how we live and within the environment we need to care for. There are excellent opportunities for learning about something new, through listening and participating. So whatever activity you choose, chances are you will be exercising your body and mind, looking after your well-being and learning about the fun opportunities that nature has to offer. So go on and get yourself connected.
Lucy, I think, was pretty much word perfect there. I think that she didn't stumble over any of her words, and that's probably because she was concentrating so intently on reading all of those without a flaw that she forgot to put too much emphasis or too much passion or any enthusiasm into it. So she was reading it in a very flat voice. And again, this is because it's a very tough thing to do if you don't know the script and you're trying to read it in your peripheral vision, and at the same time you're trying to respond to that script. Now, thinking back to Theo, at one point during his delivery he used the word excellent, and the way that he said excellent made me think of excellence. You know, he put an excellent in there. So he was reading it, but he saw the word, knew what the word meant, and realised that that was an opportunity to inject some energy into it, some excellent energy, and he did that. What Lucy was doing was reading it, albeit word perfect, but not putting any colour, any texture, any passion, any love into what she was doing. I did like her platzo. Let's see who's coming up next.
My name is Ben Masterson and I'm from Duffield. We are glad that you can join us as we all get connected with nature. Did you know that by just going out to the parks, woodlands, the seaside, or even your garden can help improve your health, cut crime, and even make us better at maths? Well, the University at Derby's Nature Connections Festival has bloomed into life for the second year to promote the message that a healthy dose of nature is good for us all. This event is a bit different as it takes subjects from art and nature and connects them together to inspire schools, colleges, and the local community to get involved with really cool based activities. So what's on offer? Whether you're getting stuck in mud or making clay creatures or grubbing around in the woods, you'll need a wash and a brush before tucking into the gourmet food available. There are films and photography, fine art and science talks to inspire a connection with nature to improve our health and happiness. With Chris Packham, we have a great advocate for the links between the nature world, the arts, musics and the politicals which can make a difference to how we live and within the environment we need to care for. There are excellent opportunities for learning about something new, though listening and participating, so whatever activity you choose, chances are you'll be exercising your body, mind, looking after your well-being and learning about the fun opportunities of nature that has to offer. So go on, get yourself connected.
Ben was good, I thought. I think he had quite sparkly eyes. He wasn't smiling quite as much as Rowan was all the way through, but he wasn't terrified by what he was doing. And in fact, when he made a couple of small mistakes, he even laughed about it, which was good because it showed that he was relaxed. He wasn't intimidated too much being in front of the camera. I felt he started very, very strong actually, but then he sped up. And when he sped up, he made a couple of stumbles and also the colour went out of his voice. So I think Ben was pretty good actually. He didn't have a tie on, so he didn't have to straighten it, so that was cool as well. Trying to pick one out of the four is quite tricky because I think they've each had their strengths. Lucy was word perfect, Ben was really good at the start and very confident, and then you've got Rowan who smiled throughout and was really engaging but had a skewy tie, and then you had Theo who was very good and again pretty much word perfect but not quite as colourful as Rowan was. If I'm thinking about all of those people and which one I'd want to listen to with a bit more practice, because that's what they would need. That's what we all need all of the time, because we can always get better. You know, I'm sitting here telling you a lot of stuff. I've still got stuff to learn and hopefully I'll be improving my own skills too. I'd have to say I'd probably go for Rowan. I thought he looked cheeky and he was very smiley throughout, and had he learned the script and had he slowed it down a little bit and put a little bit more colour into this bit and a little bit of that into that, he would have probably been my first choice. But again, I thought they all did a very brilliant job, given that it is quite difficult to read auto cue if you don't know the script, and they're not normally sat in front of cameras trying to do what we call a piece to camera like that. So hats off to Rowan and congratulations to the others for doing a good job.
Get up and get down and get outside. Get up and get down and get outside.